As you may or may not know, Jared works at Universal Studios now, and one thing that they kind of do, it's similar to Disney, is whereas we have a little ribbon that says earning my ears, they have a little tag that says training to be a star, and Jared took his off today because it's his first day off training, and he kind of did it really quickly, and he was just like, oh, I guess I can take this off now. Took it off and then went off to work, and I was like, oh, this is a big deal. This is a momentous occasion, you know, your first training to be a star tag, you know, like, and he just kind of left, and I was like, oh. So I wanted to vlog that today, April 2nd, Jared took off his training to be a star tag. It is Monday, April 3rd. It is 6:19. Typically, my alarm would be going off like 20 minutes from now to get up and do my devotions and do my stretches, and then around 7 I would get up and start getting ready for work. But I'm actually going to be leaving here for work in about 5 minutes because I have a 7:15 shift today. That is the earliest shift I've had since training and our evacuation class that we had, which was like 5 something like insanely ridiculous. Good morning, beautiful. There's like trucks and cars like everywhere. I almost got like ran over a couple times. I had to step aside and let them go by. And they're testing out the stage show and getting ready for the day. Hey guys, so I just finished my shift, my 7:15 shift, and it is incredibly, like ridiculously hot outside. Like that's a lie. It says it's 72 degrees outside. No. So it is the 4th. I am going off to work. You may be asking, it's kind of daylight outside. Well, that's because it's almost 2 o'clock. I started 2:45 today, and I'm closing. And I have a similar shift tomorrow. It's like being a CP all over again. I didn't vlog too much today because in my hand I have, I don't want to show it because the address is on there, I have thank you notes. Jared and I were planning on what to do with our gift cards and shower money and stuff like that, and I was finishing up our thank you notes because we get the rest of our wedding shower presents this week. Yay! Alright, letters going in. I hope I sealed them properly. It has been so humid the last couple of days and so hot. I hope and pray it rains today. It's really frustrating because just down that road, right where that little black car is Hollywood Studios, but I have to go all the way down that way and all the way around the back way. It is so weird going into work at this hour. I feel like a CP again. And for those who are curious why I got scheduled this late shift, I actually did not. I got scheduled a 12-hour shift and decided to split it with another cast member because you can, it's difficult, but you can do it. The park is so busy. I mean, I know the show's going on, but it is so busy outside. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Wonder what they're doing over there. That's scary. What up, Goofy? Goofy. That moment I realized I have to walk all the way around Great Movie Ride because we're not allowed to cut through the queue line when we have guests in the park. Gosh dang it. I got 20 minutes to clock in and get dressed. Not in that order. So I ended up extending my cute little 5-hour shift into a 6-hour shift to help them close because they needed to close. Realize I've never closed, or I haven't closed since like I was training like last July, and I felt like a CP, and it was so weird to the point where I even did the last show of the night. But what's interesting is even though the park is closed, there is some sort of convention going on. There's like still a decent amount of people out here. Great Movie Ride isn't open for it, but like they have all of the big top other like, what's it called? Other attractions. My mind is like, it's like really late right now, guys. Like, so I'm like surprised I have so much energy. I've discovered that I am definitely a night owl, or else I would not have been like excited as I am right now. Supposedly there's gonna be a DJ thing here. Looks like they're getting ready for that. Pretty much all the top like attractions are open except for Great Movie Ride, thank God. Yeah, it's interesting because the convention looks like it's or event. I keep calling it a convention. I think it's just an event. The event is for a bunch of like middle-aged people. Like half of them are in business clothes and half of them are just in regular, like, you know, I don't want to say tourist clothes, but like Disney guest clothes. But it's just interesting. I have a map. It's like S something forum. I can't remember. It's like the SAS Global Forum or something. Oh god, that popcorn wagon smells good, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go home and heat up some microwave Asian food and go to sleep. See you, bye, Kiki. Bye bye. They power washed the ground, so like the ground is all wet and it seeped into my apartment. It is super hot and super windy, and I don't know if you can see that. It says it's 90 degrees outside. It also says that it feels like 95 degrees outside. Ugh. Looks like no rain in sight. Oi. Pardon the air conditioning because I know it's really loud. I've got it pumping because it was hot in the car. I was gonna do a cool little time lapse because it's actually a really beautiful day outside, but I cannot for the life of me find my in the car tripod. So I don't know what happened to it. I have one piece that's my broken one, but it doesn't have a clamp to it. So sorry about that. Look at this spot. Look at it. It's in the second row. I typically park like 6 rows back, and I'm like in the second row. This is what happens when I get off when the fireworks go off.
I love you.
I know. It's 9 o'clock right now, and in 12 hours, I'm gonna be back here opening the Great Movie Ride. But you are not a Jedi yet. Next year, guys. Next year, I may be on this bus. Next year, Jared and I, we're going. It's happening. Today we've got a almost 12-hour shift. Literally, I am 15 minutes short of a 12-hour shift, which means I'm 15 minutes short of getting an extra break. So we're gonna try and fix that. I start at 9, but I'm gonna go in and see if they'll start me 15 minutes early. So fingers crossed. This is my new entrance. This is the entrance I have to go to from now on until they change it again, which they most likely will. Isn't it glamorous? All of this is going to be Star Wars land, so that's kind of exciting. I think I'm parking in almost the exact same spot that I did yesterday, or last night, rather. Also, even though I set an alarm, a funny thing yesterday, so okay, I set an alarm to remind me when I was walking to my car that to remind myself that I parked, you know, closer. I made it halfway to where I typically park down that way before I remembered, oh, that's right, I parked in the second row. And then as soon as I said that, my alarm went off. Apparently I didn't set my alarm late enough. So I've mentioned this before, that sometimes tour guides will actually give tours of the Great Movie Ride in the morning for special ticket events, conventions, but typically it's cast members. And it looks like there's one finishing in the center courtyard of the Great Movie Ride. Yeah, those were definitely special guests or something, because they did not look like cast members at all. Hello! Oh! Hey guys, it's Friday. It is no longer March. Okay, so once again, I don't know what day it is. All I know it is the day after my 12-hour shift, my first 12-hour shift in who knows how long. The shift itself wasn't that bad. The only issue I personally had was, I'm looking for my shoes currently, that's why I'm running around, was the fact that I got off literally right as the fireworks ended, so I had to fight everyone leaving Hollywood Studios at the same time. And they added a cute little detour right as I was heading home, and it's down a road that you cannot turn back around. It's one of those annoying Disney roads that's like one way, and that like once you go down there, you're committed, there's no going back. And so once I realized that there was the main road that I typically, like, I basically turn and then I make another turn, and like I'm pretty much like 5 minutes away from home. Instead, they blocked that road and made me go on a detour, which was not a detour at all. Like, if you're headed in that direction, the only reason you'd be headed in that direction is if you're going to like Port Orleans, or like the backwards way to go to Magic Kingdom, and like Fort Wilderness and da 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 da. And literally the detour sent you the opposite direction. It gets you on the I-4 headed towards either Tampa, basically east or west. Like, it puts you in that direction, the opposite direction, like headed down towards Celebration. And so more or less, instead of me getting turned around and headed towards Epcot and Magic Kingdom, it spit me out over by Vista Way. I was like, I feel like this is the road that I take when I was going home, back when I was a CP. So basically added another 15 minutes on top of the already 15 minutes that took me to get out of Hollywood Studios to my commute. So I didn't get home until like 10:30 after getting off work after 9. And I didn't get to go to sleep until 11 on top of that. And so, like, I have no idea how much sleep I actually got. And I woke up this morning, my body doesn't want to move. My phone doesn't want to update. It's still verifying update, and I can't do anything with my phone. I can't turn it off or anything. Hopefully it'll disconnect when I disconnect from the internet. Both of my stomach issues, my acid reflux and my lactose intolerance, is bugging me. Like, I literally woke up with an upset stomach. I've barely eaten anything. Haven't had barely any of my coffee because my stomach won't keep it down. And like, it's just, I'm just like a total mess, and I'm not looking forward to today. Luckily, it's like a 7-hour shift, which I know means I get less breaks than I would if I had an 8-hour shift. But at this point, I don't care. I just want to go home. I want to stay home. I want to go to sleep. I don't want to do anything. And on top of that, I'm not even getting my wedding presents. I was supposed to get my wedding gifts yesterday. I'm putting this coffee in a thing because I'm going to want it later. I was supposed to get my wedding presents yesterday because Jared's family's in town. I don't want to get into that. But, like, I'm not going to get them until tomorrow. So this is why I get sick. I just sneezed like 4 times in the car, so I feel like really sick. It was 92 degrees. 92 degrees with a ton of humidity, which made it feel like it was 95 degrees 2 days ago. After a vicious thunderstorm, it is 58 degrees right now with a wind chill, and it's getting up to 72. The low was 72 2 days ago. Not that I'm complaining. I love this weather. I'm just like, this is why I get sick. Today, oh goodness me. Today was a day. Am I even filming? Today, I got to experience what happens when the power goes out at the Great Movie Ride. We had backup generators and everything, so like literally like the guests on the show probably did not even notice a difference at all. The rest of us was like, what are we gonna do? And I won't go into detail what happened or how we handled it, but I will say it was handled very poorly, I think. I don't know if it was our coordinator's fault. I don't know if it was our manager's fault, but it was handled very poorly and to the point where it frustrated everyone because no one knew what was going on. And it's like we went down for 20 minutes and then we were back up and we didn't even know if we were ready or not. So, every show from what I heard, I was actually on a show, but I was actually like getting ready to do like kind of the big reveal. I was in like the Anubis scene. And so I actually wasn't on my vehicle. Muggsy still had my vehicle. So that was kind of weird because I was running around backstage going like, what's going on? What are we gonna do? What's going on? Are we gonna evacuate? Like, can the vehicle in front of me go? Because he's sitting there on his vehicle going, can I go? Trying to like entertain guests. And so it was just this big awkward situation that, yeah. In other news, apparently, we've been having a lot of like construction fires lately with all the construction going on. And I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but there is a wildfire that is going on over by CP Housing, by Chatham and Patterson. I don't know about the Commons. And they've already evacuated out of Patterson, I believe. I can't remember which one it was, but I was talking to the CPs about it. So that's also going on in the process. And then we had a tour guide get a nosebleed in the middle of her show, and so they had to kind of like switch out very awkwardly, and it was just a big mess, and I'm so glad that it's over with, and I'm gonna go home now and finish uploading a video from our anniversary trip. So go and check that out. And I also realized I forgot to blog, so I'm gonna do 2 vlogs this weekend because I did want to do that. I do want to sit down and actually blog and rest and relax. Jared's gonna go to his Warhammer game stuff, and I am going to sometime get our wedding gifts and reorganize those. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I have absolutely no idea what I really said in it or what really happened. I feel like after last night, like my memory of this week is just gone. So thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around. Anyway, hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. Comment below. Tell me what you liked about it. What is something interesting that happened to you this week? And yeah, I'm gonna go home now because I feel like my brain just wants to crash. Ugh. All this stuff, Kiki? What is all of this stuff? Are those Mommy's wedding shower presents? Mommy's and Jared's wedding shower presents? So you went to sleep and all this happened. I'm so excited to use these presents, but some presents are more exciting than others.